Well, hello there. Hey, just wanted to answer some questions that I see often about the difference between a morning weigh-in and an evening weigh-in. There's a lot of discussion about that, and I see a lot of people stress, and I did as well, right? So the concept is your morning weight is often going to be lower than your evening weight. Your evening weight's going to have some food in there from all day long, and you're up on your feet, and your blood flows differently. All that plays into your weight. So people know this, and so they're limited or timid to go weigh in the evening because they don't want to see a higher number on the scale. And also, I see a lot of people who skip meals just before their weigh-in for that exact same reason. So what I kind of want to talk about is why that's a head game that we play on ourselves. So, for instance, as you're losing weight and you continue to work the program and doing well, the trend of your scale number is going to go down. It doesn't matter if you eat before or eat after. As long as you continue working the program, you're going to see the results that you think you should get. So now, let's say hypothetically that you have breakfast before your weigh-in, right? And if you weigh in and you have breakfast before, and then next week you weigh in and you have breakfast before, but you've lost weight, the scale is going to go down. Where you may see an increase is if you switch from I've never eaten before to I've eaten before, is all of a sudden, that next weigh in, sure, you may see a difference. But the reality is as you lose weight, as you continue to work the plan, that trend line is what you want to keep your eye on. Not the individual weigh-ins, because individual weigh-ins, as we know, fluctuate quite dramatically. So it's not uncommon for me to even now that I weigh myself daily, it's not uncommon for me to see, a 3, 4, 5 pound gain overnight. And we know that's not a true fat gain or a true gain. That's just, it's some sodium, it's some water, it's some undigested food, whatever it is. But the reality is at this point, I hop on the scale. It doesn't matter if I've eaten or not eaten. It's not going to show a 91 pound gain. So what's going to do that is the trend upwards. And I'm not looking to upward trend. I'm looking to downward trend, or even in my case now, I'm looking to maintain. So here's what I would say. I encourage you highly to just live your life properly. That means getting balanced breakfast, balanced lunch, balanced dinner. Don't try and play games with the scale. You're not going to win them if your headset is so focused on the actual scale number that you lose focus of what the overall result is. So again, if you're switching from a morning meeting to an evening meeting, just live your life, and so that freeing moment, that moment where you now have control over the scale, you have control over your emotion, you have control over everything you do, you start to win. And that's what we're after, right? So I want you to do well, but I want you to be healthy, and I want you to be happy. And, if you're stressing a weigh-in because you may have eaten a bigger lunch this week than you had last week, but you haven't eaten dinner yet, it's just an unhealthy place to be in the head. So do your best, because that's all we can ever do. But just enjoy it. Track everything. That's how the program works. Track everything you eat. Put it in the tracker. And, if you eat dinner before your weigh-in, just do that consistently. And you're going to be just fine, because the trend line that we talked about, the trend line is going to trend down. So I hope that helps. That's kind of my thought for this morning on that. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.